All right. Good morning. How is everybody? Everybody survive Christmas? All right. Wednesday morning. Everybody got their coffee. All right. Here we go. Try to get everything going here. Everything's set up while you guys are drifting in there. Hey, how you doing there, Savage? Good to see you this morning. You survived Christmas, huh? Oh, I was good. I got a Bowie knife for Christmas. My son bought that for me for Christmas, and I just love the thing. Actually, he got me a whole bunch of knives. He knows that I like my knives. Uh, just about there. It's in the bedroom. I'm all kind of embedded here with wires and everything, or I'd go get it, show it to you. Hey, Keith, how you doing this morning? Better get that frog out of my throat if I'm going to be talking to you guys. I'm seeing everybody's surviving Christmas, huh? Did Santa Claus be good to all you guys like he was for me? Excuse me. Went down the wrong tube. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Okay. Hey, Michael, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, I hear you. Mine underneath the tree looks like a cyclone hit it. There's only four people in my family, and man, it was enough to get everything kind of messed up. My Christmas was fine, Michael. Thank you for asking. Try to get everything going the right way here. Yeah, the kid got me a Bowie knife. I should go get it and show it off. You guys talk for a second and I'll go get it. Oh, yeah, I got a cushion for my seat, too. The woman said that I need a seat if I'm going to be sitting in this chair. It's a Something country. Anyway, it's nice. I'm gonna put a different sheath on it. Of course, I'm gonna make it so it's a scout carry. And get this thing out of the way. There we go. Try not to cut myself. There's what my son got for me. It's a, can't read, something country on it. Looks like breakup country. It's big. That's for sure. Santa Claus was good for everybody. That is a pretty nice knife. He got me a light for my hat and a saw, folding saw, and got me this knife I had never seen before. The blade is replaceable on it, so that it's like a razor knife that you take the blade in and out of. Replaceable razor blade, and it's a Mossy Oak is the brand. Oh, Fitbit. Yeah, there you go. Make sure that she can stay fit and trim. From Zero to Homestead. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Virginia. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? Was Santa Claus good for everybody? I'm about ready for it to be done, though. Get all that mess cleaned up so that we can go on for New Year's. What did Santa Claus bring you, Virginia? I don't know if you guys were at the last Saturday night drawing, but Savage, Backwoods Law, excuse me, he won a coffee mug. I'm probably post him a little sticker in the mug before he gets it. He's gonna get a just-in-time coffee mug. And I have to break down, get me a shirt. I always end up giving them to somebody or somebody buying them, and I don't get one. But I'm going to buy one before New Year's. I'd be able to sport it here on the live stream. Make sure you guys are taking care of each other up and down the line there, and don't forget to smash that like button. Looks like we're a little bit light on the likes. Hey, Brian. Getting ready to go out on the road, huh? Good. Be careful out there. Mel Mel, how are you? Good to see you. I was just showing off the knife my kid got for me. You know how us preppers are. Gotta have our toys. That'd come in kind of handy in New York City, eh, Mel Mel? Oh, everybody's in here. Happy New Year now, I guess. It's no more Merry Christmas. It's Happy New Year. Cole Butlers, welcome. How are you this morning? I'm recovering from Christmas. Hey, your rod froze solid? Hope you got your little torch thing out there. Hand torch. Is that cold in Ohio? Wow. Is that where you're at to get that thing frozen? Savage is in Ohio. I get it now. I'm starting to figure it out. The ice filled with ice. Ah, bummer. Hey, I'm hooked on TV. How are you? Welcome to the stream. How was your Christmas, Hooked? No, I didn't see I Believe in Ghosts sneak in here. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to our Wednesday morning live stream. I did not want to get out of bed this morning, man. We stayed up kind of late. We got my son that movie Predator 2018. Man, that thing was good. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but man, that thing is really nice. It's a jerker. Keeps you on your edge of your seat. Hey, how you doing there, crazy? Good to see you, my friend. I had a great Christmas. Thank you. Got me a hell of a knife. There we go. Take it out of that sheath. Got me a hell of a knife for Christmas. My son, he knows what I like. Yeah, I think we're in a winter storm watch here myself. Supposed to be for today and tomorrow and Friday. You watched Venom? Oh yeah, that new Predator was pretty good. Kind of leaves you at the end. It kind of leaves an open end for another one. Don't want to give too much of it away, but looks like they left room for another one coming out. Hope Santa was good for all you guys. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. You hung out with your sisters? Wow. You made out good on Monday. Got some laundry money and they gave you some food. Wow, cool. You gonna start buying silver? Yeah, I've started doing that myself. I've got a bunch of it in the safe. Some of the food found its way into those food storage bags. Right on. Very, very good. You were thinking. All right, good for you. Hooked on TV. 200 subs. Great. That's a good start, my friend. No doubt. 200 is a pretty hard number to hit. Starts getting easier after that, though. It's pretty darn good, though. 200 is a good number to start on. We've all been there. Right on, Kaylin. That's cool. So, do your sisters, do they prepare also? Oh, okay, Scotsman. Yeah, I'll be here till about 11:30, 12. Feel free to pop back in. You hit 3K this year? Right on. Yeah, I'm working on two myself. Drudging along to get there, but I'm getting there. I'm hoping it happens before the end of the year, but we'll see. And I see a few more people drop in here, and I'll read off the new schedule for 2019. I've got it right here in front of me. Not before I have my Christmas coffee. So, what did everybody get for Christmas that they just loved? Oh, your sister's included in the shutdown, huh? So it sounds like she is a prepper too, eh? Oh, good. Congratulations, Savage, on 4K. Cool. I'm hoping I'll get there eventually. That is fantastic. Everybody put some darn emojis up there for Savage. Remember, if you guys don't know each other, hook each other up there. Check each other out and support, support, support. Oh, she has plenty of food then. That's what you're telling us, Kaylin? That's when we all believe in ghosts. We all think that at one point or another, but you'll get there. Trust me, you get there. It's like I never thought I'd get to 2,000, but I'm very close to it right now. So, oh, I'm sure I will. It's just that purge took some of my subs, so I've got to kind of go backwards a little bit. How many did everybody here that's here this morning lose on the purge? You lose any Savage on the purge? It's a good morning cold. It's cold outside, so it's good for coffee. I mean, folks got the plans for the new year. Who's gonna ring in the new year? I'll probably be asleep by the time it gets here. Oh, Sam's Club memberships, that'll do her. That's a good place to go. They have them out on the West Coast, the ones you can just walk into. Another day to you, yeah, pretty much. I try to stay up, but I get tired. When you get old, you get tired early. I think my son's got some fireworks. He'll probably shoot off some fireworks, and that'll be it for me. I don't do that partying anymore. Not that I haven't had the chance. Going to the coast for the new year. Right on. Cool. Which coast? The East Coast or the West Coast? It's not convenient. They don't have bus service. Des Moines don't have bus. West Coast, Morro Bay, California. Right on. It'll be warm there. Hey, Backwoods Law, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. That's good. You just sit there and listen while we shoot the crud. You'd have to walk some distance, so there's no bus service. Hey, Backwoods, look what the boy got me. My son knows what I like. I'm gonna put Scout Carry on it. Doesn't have Scout Carry, so I'm gonna make one with Scout Carry on it. Give me another project. Right now I'm in the middle of making a shoulder holster. It's almost done. Yeah, it's plastic, I think, but you know what? I don't care. It's the thought. He had the right thought. It is sharp, I can tell you that. I don't want to drop it on my foot or anything. And I think the handle was probably just plastic, or hard plastic anyway. It's not a softer plastic, but we'll put a sheath on there and make it Scout Carry, and everything will be good. It came with a leather sheath, but I'd rather have one that goes so you can carry it in the back instead of on your side. Extilio, how are you doing? 364 days till Christmas. Now there's a person that's always on top of it. Hey, old man, how you doing? Good morning. No popsicles. It's too cold outside. I got coffee instead today. Yeah, pretty good sheath maker for sure. I think I can get her handled. We have some pretty good weather leather workers in here this morning, as a matter of fact. Hey, Corsair, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I better start writing down names here. Before I get behind, I'll have to go back and watch the darn play over. I missed your first post about the popsicles. No, I didn't miss that one. Oh, way up there. I see it now. I see it now, old man. Thanks for hitting that like button. You been in here. You must have snuck in the back door. Yeah, I was watching some of those boxes you were opening over the holiday. You are one lucky lady, Kaylin. Trying to make sure I didn't forget anyone. Want everyone to have that chance on Saturday. Remember, guys, new law for Saturday's drawing. You have to be there for you to win it. I'm tired of chasing you guys down. I'm going to have a pretty full schedule coming 2019, so have to kind of simplify some other stuff. Yeah, I'm like you are, Ghosts. I don't win anything either. No claim through the window. That's right. That is a good new law. I figure if you get your name written down and you know it's written down, why not just come back and check it out later? You see, we got 12 people in here and 10 likes, you guys. I can't wait to get my new computer. It's supposed to be here next week. Yes, sir, I did. Backwoods, I got everything I need. I am probably going to get that off this week. Cross your fingers. I got it written on my to-do list. Wow, $500 on a lottery ticket? I have never been that lucky on the lottery. My mom was pretty lucky at it, and she always told me, she says, I only buy 2 tickets because it only takes one to win. Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Everybody survived Christmas, I see. They're all starting to pile in here. Make sure that you're supporting each other up and down the line there. And I'm not going to tell you to smash that button because you guys are catching up. Good job. Life is enough of a gamble. I very seldom buy any tickets anymore. I might, when it gets up to like the millions on that big lotto they have that runs across the United States, Powerball, If it gets up there high enough, I buy one ticket because I was always taught it only takes one ticket. If you're gonna win, you'll probably win on one ticket. That's what I was taught. I usually, once in a blue moon, I might buy one of those scratch tickets if I'm at the store or something. I'll be sitting there paying for my coffee or whatever I'm buying, and I'll be looking through that glass window they make you look through right there at the cash register, and I'll say, that one there looks kind of good. I think I'll get that one. And I'll buy one ticket. Matter of fact, I got a ticket about a year ago, as a matter of fact, and I won $4 on it, and it ended up sitting in my car for like a year. My son finally found it and said, "Are you ever gonna cash this in?" I said, "I think it's a little too late now." Camo masks, I want one. Yeah, I think you're right. Either 6 months or a year, Kalen. I can't remember right off the bat, but I think it's either 6 months or a year. Now, after all that food I ate on Christmas, I have to go back on a diet. How about you guys? Seafood eat it or whatever diet, but diet. Hate that word. See, Keith told me he was up at the North Pole. Not Keith Gregory, the other Keith. You got a high metabolism? I wish I did. I used to have a high metabolism. You start getting older, that metabolism kind of goes, "Blue." All right, Keith, thanks for coming in, buddy. You have a good rest of your week and Happy New Year to you. Good seeing you. It sped up after 30. Wow, you are one in a million then. That's the same kind of problem I have, Jay. I'm thinking diet. My hand is thinking food. There he is. We were just talking about you, Keith. You have a good Christmas, my friend? That's Keith Kronk, Savage. I don't know why he started using his wife's phone, but probably because he got mad and threw his phone down the ground or something. I have to have what here? Did I miss something again, old man? Are you talking about a pistol? You could actually get a blue gun. You don't have to send your pistol. You just get a blue gun and build around that. I don't want to be responsible for your pistol. I would just get a blue gun and build it. Did I call that right or what, Keith, huh? Hey, Keith, look what the kid got me. What do you think about that, Keithy? That's pretty nice, huh? My son knows what I like. Guns and knives. Used to be gun, knives, and beer, but not anymore. Just guns and knives now. Oh, that would be kind of cool, huh, Jay? You can get those. What's a blue gun? It's what they use to make holsters with. It's an imitation gun. Doesn't go bang or anything. Yep, they're used for training and for making holsters or whatever. Yes, sir, Jay, it does, huh? I was thinking that. I was also thinking don't drop the darn thing. Excuse me, guys. Uh, darn peanut. There you go, Savage. Yeah. I used to have a car that you could start from inside the house. That was pretty sweet on the cold mornings. Had remote start on it. I don't know why they can't have that other stuff. That's right, Kalen. That's what they do for a blue gun. They're also used for training. They get out of they're training people how to use their pistols and stuff. They'll give them a blue gun so that they're not hurting themselves or anybody else. Good coffee this morning. There you go. That's a good idea, Savage. Sell the idea, patent it, and then get rid of it. That's what I always said I wanted to do when I was younger, like in my 30s. I wanted to come up with an idea nobody else could do, and then I wanted to sell it off because I didn't want to sit there and be the one to have to sit there and get it off the ground and let somebody else worry about it. Yep, that's what I was saying, Corsair. It kind of keeps everybody safe, those blue guns. But I get them just to make pistol holsters and stuff. Hey, how you doing, FFP? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you had a great Christmas. Yeah, yeah, right on. I see you got back from the North Pole, Keith. How was it up there? How was the weather in the North Pole? Isn't that where you told me you were going? You just poking your head out for a minute backwoods? Welcome back, Virginia. Good to see you guys in here. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I don't know if that would stick up if somebody copied you. I think I'd rather have it in black and white. Oh, okay. Just keep it in the envelope. Okay, that way you can prove it's your idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I heard that before. I know when I was in my 30s, I came up with an idea and I patented it, and then I was really sorry because it didn't even take off. I tried to take it to a well known fair. Tried out my startup right there, but it just didn't take a hold. That was a waste of a couple of $100. That really makes sense, Savage. All right, you did some halo jumps, right on. Lots of food left, huh? So did Santa bring you a new phone, Keith? Notary costs $40, yeah. There's a lot of different ways to do it now. It was different back when I was younger. Thing is, I could get mine off the ground, and I noticed like 5 years later, a friend of mine copied it and took off with it. Suppose I could have sued him, but I just wasn't worth it. Just wasn't worth my time. Oh, I know notaries. My sister's one. All kinds of people out there that can do notaries. Man, no new phone? Oh my goodness. You must have an understanding wife to let her keep her phone all the time. Oh, really, Kaylin? Yeah, usually they charge you a little bit of money, not a lot, but a little bit. Never heard of free ones. They must be good people. She's a keeper, huh? Yeah, so does mine, Savage. Mine does free notary also. They do, what the heck they call that? Uh, Bank drafts and stuff like that free. I have not heard anything. I'm just about ready to give up. Just about the time I'm ready to give up, he calls me or something. It's almost like he's in my head or something. Well, most some of the bank managers are notaries, Kalen. Usually the managers or one of the highfalutin people in the bank, not the tellers, but the other ones that work in those little office mods. Those guys usually all are notaries of some sort, or they are out here anyway. So I'm gonna run through what the lineup's gonna look like for 2019, you guys. I got 12 people in here, so I'll do it now, and then I'll do it again later in the stream when there's more people in or different people in, whatever. It doesn't matter, but starting in 2019, we'll start having story time with Will on Tuesdays, as like it is now, and depending on how long the chapter is, we'll be there probably for about between 15 and 25 minutes for that, because those chapters, they get pretty long and drawn out to make sure that all the information's getting in there. If you listen to the one this week, Samantha finally escaped from her captors after 11 days, so I'm glad she got out of there. On Wednesdays, excuse me, on Wednesdays, we're going to still have the coffee chat here where we just kind of talk about whatever everybody else wants to talk about. Uh, More popsicles, yes. And then Thursdays, I'm going to do something like a networking channel. I'll probably do that sometime during the evening, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll start doing that. And I'll run it for 2 or 3 hours, see how it goes. May change it into something else down the road, but for now, that's what it's going to be. And then on Fridays, I'm going to do Google Hangouts where I can have a panel. And that night's going to be dedicated to nothing but prepping topics. And I'll be choosing the topics myself, and we'll bring a panel up and we'll talk about it. Or you guys can think of a topic that you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Whatever trips your trigger. And then on Saturday, we'll do the regular live chat like we do now with the drawings. And as usual, we're going to make it you have to be there to win. That's the easiest way to do it. It's not that I don't like you. It's not that any of that stuff. It's just that I plan on not having enough time to go looking everybody up like a little kid. You know who you are. You know what you did. So just be there on Saturday if you want to win something. And then on Sundays, I don't do too much on Sundays. I don't post or go online, but I do relax that day, and then I catch up on videos, and I go to live streams and stuff like that, try to catch up with you guys. So it's going to be kind of a hectic first couple of weeks in January, but as we get used to the schedule, it should work out pretty well. So for the Thursday networking thing, I have some ideas I'm throwing around to keep everything kind of moving right along. So you have to be there to see it. I've got some ways of trying to get everybody in there to get them to be active, to grow their channel and learn how to talk with the other channels that maybe to improve their own. So that's where the direction I'm going to be going at with that. So that's basically 2019. Hopefully it works out. If I ever pick your name again, you'll have to tell me who to pay it forward to, Kaylin. There's lots of channels out there. You know how to do it. You'll say, just pay it forward to blah, blah, blah. You're always at the drawing anyway, so you could just tell us who to give it to. They don't even have to be in the stream probably if you're going to pay it forward. Because how in the heck are they going to know they're going to be picked to pay it forward to, you know? Yep, that's it. I'm going to try to stay really active this next year. I hear YouTube's changing again, so I'm trying to come out of the gate running. Yeah, occasionally, not much. You're pretty well on top of it, Kaylin. Okay, what I miss again, old man? Tell me. Excuse me for talking with my mouth full. Oh, okay, I see it. It's a toss up between a 10 or a 45. Is that what I missed? You let me know and we'll talk about it, old man. I'm kind of engineering the shoulder holster I'm working on. That's why I'm not filming it. Kind of making it my way so it's comfortable for me. You know, most of them you buy that are comfortable cost a lot of money. So I'm trying to build my own where it don't cost me a lot. All right. All right, Savage. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. You have a good rest of your week. If I don't see you, Happy New Year. I know I'll see you over there at FLP's for sure. Have a nice day, buddy. Michigander man. Hey, how you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Santa Claus was good to you, sir? Which one you think you should get? I would say the AR-10. Recovering like the rest of us, Rob. Santa Claus was good to you and the family then, huh? Did you spend it with extended family or just your family? Pistol? An AR-10 is sort of like a pistol. Kind of a pistol with a rifle look. 45 is a good carry gun. I don't think Washington has open carry there, though, if I remember. And I heard it's really hard to get it concealed there. You could get one though, I'm pretty sure. You have to jump a lot of hoops out there to get what you want. Yeah, I've seen those, Kalen. I could take the stock off of mine and make it like that. I could just re-engineer the back end of it. Oh, all right. You got some new camera equipment. Right on. 40 is a good carry also. Yep. I carry a 9 mil, so I'm kind of partial. I like it because there's not many parts to it. I think there's 4 parts after you get it took apart and laid on the table. That's right, backwoods law. Find one that you're comfortable with, handling and everything, and that'll probably be your go-to carry gun. Or that's how I am anyway. Pretty much right there, yep. Like I carry a it's almost a full size one, but I conceal it on my hip because I got all kinds of extra baggage right here. So I put it back on my hip so it leans against the back. It leans in against my right back here on my hip, so it's concealed. And then it cocks forward about 30 degrees. Just grab it. Oh, you have concealed? Right on. Good job. Yeah, I would just go look, old man. They sell guns out on the base at the commissary. I know they used to years ago. I don't know if they still do or not. Beretta, yeah, Beretta 380 would be a good ladies conceal. They fit just about in the palm of your hand, and that would be good for like like you, Caleb, because you could carry it under your skirt, and it wouldn't print. Oh yeah, I know lots of people that carry Glocks and Tauruses. My Sig I got a Sig 9 millimeter, so it's kind of a full size gun. But when you carry them a lot, and I carry mine every time I leave the house. When you carry them a lot, you just get used to them, man. That's just the way it is. If you don't carry it all the time, you're kind of defeating the purpose of having a concealed license. It's like the guy that I had to take a course here in order to get my concealed. So they tell you right there in that class that if you're not ready to shoot somebody, don't carry a gun. Fort Lewis PX. Well, that's a bummer. That's kind of a far piece to go, huh? Oh yeah, they have that here too, Caitlin. You have to get permission. It's called a FOIP card or whatever. I got one of those too. Thomas Redmond, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. I will look it up, Thomas. Thanks for the info. I have my little cheat sheet right here. I go to a live stream with a pen and paper every time. So it's called the Buck Large Pack. I'll check it out for you. Thanks for the tip, Thomas, and welcome to the stream. Hey, if you can hear backwards, are you still doing that night for FLP over there at Prepper X? Yeah, you could get a BB gun. You could get one of those air rifles. Hell, those are just as good as a 22 anymore if you buy the right one. You don't have if you don't have anything in your history back in your history, it's not going to be very hard to get that permit to own. That's all it is that it's just a permit to own and buy. I got mine done at the police department. Took about 3 days for them to run a background check on me, and then I was able to go out and find the gun I wanted. No, I was wondering if you were still doing that show over there. Can't remember what night you do it. It's that live show that you do. And yeah, I'm keeping track of that sheath. It's looking pretty darn good. That's what I plan on doing with this big old bowie knife that my son got me. I'm gonna make it so it's a scout carry sheath. This is just, it's got a leather sheath on it, but it's just don't have enough. You have to carry it like this instead of like this. I want to be able to carry it like this on my back instead of like this on my leg. Nope, you would have to have a long gun for sure, Kalen. You could get away with a small. Hold on, I got somebody at the door, you guys. Yep, I was expecting that. All right, back. Delivery guy. Still bringing boxes. You were just doing family stuff on Christmas Eve? Yeah, that's what yeah, the Monday night chat, yeah. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew about it that's in here. That Backwards does a Monday night chat over on the Prepper X channel. If you guys are not familiar with that, maybe you'd like to get over there and check him out. Daisy BB pistol, yeah, they have some good ones. Are you talking about the kind that fire those little plastic pellets? Elegant Homestead, welcome. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I hope you had a great Christmas. Yes, ma'am, sir. I had a fine one. Shotgun for Kalen. What, Keith? A sawed-off shotgun? The metal ones? You're talking about the metal ones that shoot regular BBs then? I know that some of those guns shoot either using CO2 or you can pump them up. I was looking at some at the local Walmart here and shoot, they're like $128 or something, but they shoot like a regular 22. Ma'am, how about ma'am? Mossberg, Shockwave. I'm actually thinking of leaning towards that Hatfield. It's inexpensive and it folds up and fits in your backpack. I like that. That way you're always ready. You can just carry a couple of shells in your pocket or in your backpack or whatever. That's how I am too, ma'am. Glenda. I'm pretty good with names, Glenda. I was just giving you a little nudge. I know that, Keith. That's what I want is I want one that will fold in half and fit out of sight. Hey Gray, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you had a great Christmas. It's over, so now we're on to the new year. Silenced 50 calibers. Oh man, that would be something to see. I have not seen that. Oh, I'm so glad Christmas is over, you guys. I'm sure glad my kid is almost grown. I don't have to buy all those darn toys anymore. Well, Thomas, he says he knows how to preserve your beer, whiskey, and gin. You could trade proof liquor. Are you talking about if in the SHTF world? Oh, really? It doesn't use a slide? It does not use CO2. A slide, huh? Man, I'd have to look at that. I never knew. Is that must be a single shot then? Is that for pellets? There you go. Yep. Right size and color. Yep. That way you don't have to go out and buy it yourself. Yep. That's what my son did. He's just learning to buy for other people himself. He's a young man, as a matter of fact, and so instead of buying something for his stepmother and his aunt, he just bought him a gift card. Said, "Here you go. Get what you want. I don't know what to get women." And that's pretty much how he put it. Costco Kirkland signature. Yeah, I have. They don't have Costco where I live now, but before I came here, I lived in Washington State, and there's Costco on every corner there. So yeah, I have heard about the Kirkland mixed nuts. Nuts are a good source of protein. Sorry, I agree with you, Keith. Ah, gotta go. That's gotta go. Much better. Get a real drink. You had an open bottle of vodka for 12 years. My girlfriend, she had a bottle of Jack Daniels for 3 years. I bought her a big bottle. I don't drink anymore. I bought her a big bottle of Jack Daniels because she likes it on the rocks. Took her 3 years to drink it because she doesn't like drinking alone. She had to wait for company to come over. Took her about 3 years to empty that bottle. Yeah, I think peanut butter would be able to keep good too. I have looked up the shelf life, even though it says the expiration date on the jar. They last, I believe, a couple of 2 or 3 years or 4 years longer than it says on the jar if you keep it closed and sealed up. And I used to eat a lot of peanut butter, but now that my metabolism has slowed down, I try not to because it kind of sticks to you if you don't have a lot of energy. Yeah, it depends. It will depend on where they drop that darn nuke at, Keith, and which way the wind is blowing. If they drop the nuke, I might just start drinking again. How many people are keeping up with that darn book I'm reading? That's sort of like what will happen if the United States comes under a nuclear attack. Oh, so you are out in the middle of nowhere then, Glenda. You live in the mountains. It's probably hard to get to town from where you live. Is that what you're trying to tell us? That would make you kind of prepare, wouldn't it? The sticks. I hear that. I used to live in the sticks when I was in Washington State. I like the sticks. I live in town now. It's not too good. You can't do whatever you want in town. It's like I said, Keith, it will depend on where they drop the nukes and which way the wind is blowing. Like if they just dropped them on the east and west coast, you might be okay in the middle. But you'd have to go under. I would go underground anyway, even if it was just the east and west coast that got hit. I would still try to go underground just to be sure. So we got some new folks in here. I'll just rerun the new rule for Saturday night drawing. Is if you're in here on Wednesday and you get your name written down, if you want to win on Saturday, you're gonna have to be there. I'm gonna have too full a schedule next year to really be chasing folks down. You know where you are when you are, so. That didn't sound very good, but you have to be there to win. If you're not, we'll just draw until somebody's there. I don't care. I'd rather it come with the first drawing, but it doesn't have to be that way. Anybody that's keeping up with that book knows that Samantha got loose of her captors. And that's about a nuclear holocaust, so. What type or how big? Yeah, how big is for sure. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Yeah, they have different sizes of them too, you guys. So it would depend on the size of the nuke and where they dropped it as to how long you had before you kicked the bucket, you know. I had a great Christmas, Jason. Thank you for asking. That was quite the little video you put up of him playing with that remote control car, Jason. Yeah, I'm probably pretty sure about that, Kalen. Start drinking again, yeah. You're gonna have to have lots of Jack Daniels, though. Moonshine works pretty good. I like moonshine. It goes down with a kick. Yeah, nuke is a nuke, Keith, but actually the size of the nuke does matter. I gotta shift here. Hold on. Little woman bought me a pad for the chair, but it squirrels around on me. You have to buy me a whole chair that don't squirrel around. MGTV, hey, how you doing? Welcome. How you doing? Hope you survived Christmas. Fat boy, hey, how you doing? You know, every time I try to come into your live stream, you just end. I've been trying to get in there, but every time I open it up, you're gone already. A 75-year-old Canadian mist. Man, that's got to be smooth. Whew. And you bought it in 71, so it's older than that. So you're retired now, aren't you, old man? Are you starting to sip on it? Nah, steam chair. Not sure I like this thing she bought for me. Oh, the remote control car had to be hidden. You have to find the battery for it. Oh, it's a charger. You have to charge it up. I see. So you have to put it somewhere and charge it so he can't see it. That's what I had to do for my kid too when he was younger. If he could see the toy, he expected it to work, but they don't comprehend that they either need new batteries or maybe they need to be charged or something. The new fangled ones now, they just recharge them. What do you mean till you get another one? Can't you just recharge it, or did he throw it and break it? You never get to have any of it? How come, old man? I'd be sneaking it. If I still drank, I'd be sneaking it. Oh, okay, that's a pretty good idea, Jason. That way he's always got it to play with. You want to get an indoor drone? They have them now. I saw a real small one about that big. I think it was only like $30. Probably don't have much of a charge life on it, but it would be cool to fly around the house. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. What does the DCD stand for? Have you been in here before? I can't remember, Chris. They have a selfie drone? What's that mean? $300? You can buy a small one for less than $300. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate that. Hey, Jason, here's my toy. That's what I got. What'd you get? Your crappy older sister stole your whiskey? Wow. She took it? Gosh darn it. It probably was worth a couple of bucks too, huh? If I had an hour before a nuke attack, what would I do? I would find me a hole to crawl into and take all my preps with me. Put all the foodstuffs in the car and head for my bug out location, which is an underground. It's underground. I'll just put it that way. Not giving away everything I know. But if I would just pack my car full of the food and water, and I would head for my bug out, because it's a underground area. I'm not even sure it would be far enough underground, but I know that I would have a couple extra days anyway to possibly drink myself into a stupor or something. If I'm gonna die, I want to die happy, you know. If you only had an hour warning before a nuke attack, what would you guys do? Your guys' turn. Shoot it out there. I got to move this thing my girlfriend tried to get me. It's just not working. Right there. That's where it's gonna go. Much better. You'd go to KC and take over a company's indoor refrigerator cave. Why would you go all the way to Kansas City then? How about the rest of you guys? What would you guys do? Actually, it would depend on where the nuke was dropped, because that would actually tell you how much time you would have to get to your bug out location or to an area of where your plan is supposed to take shape and form. Because the cave has an abundant food supply. So you must know of a place that nobody knows about then, huh? Like I said, it would depend on where they dropped the darn nuke at for one thing, because it would take, say, I live in the Midwest. I live like smack dab in the middle of the United States. So if they dropped a nuke, it would probably be on a major city where, excuse me, and this, my opinion is they would drop the nuke in a major city with a big population. and that's where they would start at. So I live in the middle of the United States, and they're going to drop it like on the East Coast or the West Coast. Then that would give me a amount of time to figure out things like the weather, which way the wind's blowing, how figure out about how much time I had to get to my location that I thought was safe. And there's all kinds of things that fall into play there. Yep, and it depends on the size of the nuke, but we all know that if it's going to be dropped, it's going to be dropped a big enough one to take out a major city, and possibly a city that runs a grid system for most of the nation. So figure that one out, okay? Bad Santa, Glinda says. Radiation fallout will get you if it's on the wind, for sure. That's why I said there's a lot of stuff to really take into consideration. Oh, man, I would not like my sister, old man. You paid for $200 for it in 71. Let me see. Yeah, that was duty free probably at the commissary, huh? And you're saying it was cost about $900 back in the day off the base. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. So in 94, the bottle was worth $3,000. Is that when she took it, was in 94? You think maybe a poisonous gas? That's totally possible too. Now here's what could happen. You could think about this. If they're going to drop a poisonous gas on the United States or another country, they could explode that natural gas in the atmosphere so it would come down like a rain and cover a bigger area. Then you might be screwed. What do you think, Backwoods? She took it in what, 1977? Is that what you're saying? That's fine, Kaylin. I know you have issues with that. She took it in 77, so that thing's probably worth probably around $4,000 or $5,000 now, eh? So if they were to disperse that gas in the atmosphere, it would fall in a bigger area than if they just dropped the bomb and let it explode. Not enough VX? Maybe. Like I said, the nuke's probably going to be our best bet. I would suggest a nuke, but uh, I for gas I have 3 gas masks because that's how many people I have in my home, and I would hope that I have enough cartridges for it to work till the issue is over with. I don't know how many of you folks have gas masks, but that is part of your preparation after you get into it for a while. So, and there's several of them out there. I'm not the expert on gas masks, but I went and got me a Israeli gas mask. I feel those are probably the best ones. Yep, basic mill ops, military ops, yeah. They would do it in certain areas. That would be something like over in Syria where they dropped those bombs on their own people. Yeah, sometimes it's not just beans that give you that gas, you know. Well, militias run by citizens is probably going to take effect when people get into smaller groups. I could be mistaken. These are all my ideas, but there are going to be some militias formed in because the policemen are eventually going to get tired of trying to keep everybody in check. There'll be more people than there are law enforcement, and they'll probably just go home to take care of their own families. So then we'll be without rule of law for a short time, but will be small militias that spring up, and some of the militias will be good militias, and some will be bad militias. So it would. I don't know if I would trust any sort of militia unless it was the one I was in. That's just my opinion. And so the Twilight's the actual event, right? It's an event in the evening, right? One in the evening, one in the morning, and those are I don't early evening nautical twilight. You want to explain that because I don't understand. I don't want to say something and then have it be wrong. If you have time to explain it backwards, I'd appreciate it because I don't understand that. I guess I need a lesson too. You only found me? Huh. Did you see that new atomic lighter I did? The newest one? I've done two atomic lighters. That first one I did, that lighter kind of sucked. But that new lighter I have, it works really well. It actually starts things on fire. The other one wouldn't even do that. A glow in the dark? You're gonna have to get a video of it when he's playing. Good man, old man. Make her pay for it. Oh, okay, now I understand. So would those be that? Those would be the militias, right? Because regular rule of law is not going to be like we know it now. I would try to have my own food. If it's an atomic situation, I wouldn't trust vegetation or animals. They would probably be infected. Oh, okay, I understand now completely. So that would just be in local areas then, right? Backwoods. That'd be something like the Syrian people where they just uh, drop the bombs either early in the morning or in the evening and gas their own people. You actually think that they would do that to their own people here in the United States? My answer to that question would be yes. They would do it for control, to bring the rest of the population under control. Red flags, yep. Yeah, red flag events, exactly. You know, doesn't matter who would be in control, in my opinion. I would think that if that was the issue, then whoever's in control is going to try to do crowd control. Probably the best way to do that would be either they would probably start by martial law, and for the as it went on, if they couldn't control small groups or large groups that were thinking for themselves, then they might use the early morning or the late evening gas drops to control those groups. I think I actually think that we're going to be looking at watching just out for our own bacon because of hey Herman, how you doing? Our own bacon, because I'm thinking that the like Jason said, China or maybe Russia, maybe even Turkey, they might be over here trying to do some uh, things to us here on the United States side, but we would have a government that would want to have crowd control too, you know. It's like that book I'm reading. They when all hell broke loose, they reenacted the draft, and if you didn't go, then they would shoot you. Either went and fought for your country or they shot you on sight. So I would think it would be something like that. It's great to see you, Herman. I was just trying to finish my train of thought, buddy. How are you today? That was a great Christmas carol you sang the other day, Herman. Thanks for that, buddy. Exactly. I agree with that, Backwoods. It's not gonna, it, the Democrat or Republican or Independent, whoever's in charge, they're gonna they're going to do what they have to do for crowd control. Hand sanitizer. You're right, Thomas. That comes in handy for a lot of things. Not just for keeping you clean, but you can use it to start fires. Yeah, pretty good fire starter for sure. I reckon you could probably wash dishes with it too, but I would want to keep it for fire starter. I actually think this is only my opinion, you guys, but I think that we should all be prepping right now. I'm my opinion too on this is I think that we're really close to maybe being in some sort of altercation. So even if you don't prep, maybe you should think about it. I'm not trying to scare you. It's just my opinion that I think that we're in a certain time that anything could happen. You know, you get those little bottles of hand sanitizer for $1 at Walmart. You could just pick up $5 worth and just start throwing them in bags. They come in pretty darn handy. Kinjal Desai. Hope I didn't tear that up too bad. Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. Oh, Sue, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. We're talking. What if something fell on us, nuclear wise? Yeah, the government is partially shut down, but that is nothing compared to what would happen if we were to go into a war or another country decide to invade us. Dryer lint works well. It works good with a ferro rod. If you guys don't have a ferro rod, you should have one. Matches and lighters aren't always going to be there for you. India, did I pronounce your name right then? Kinjai or Kinjal? We all have ferro rods. You speak for yourself. Not everybody has a ferro rod, Virginia. Trying to get these folks that don't have them to think about it. Thank you, Kinjal. I appreciate that then. Oh, you meant your immediate family. Sorry, Virginia. You don't have a ferro rod? You got 7 or 8 of them, huh? All right, you'll be passing them around when all hell breaks loose, huh? You know what? I have never been able to do that. I should probably practice. I know. I was watching a video of a guy that makes arrowheads doing that flint and steel thing. Yeah, I have a couple of magnifying glasses. Those work real well too. They work really good on dryer lint. Flint and steel. I don't know. I can't get that I can't get that right strike. I can get it to spark, but I can't get the spark to go where I want it to. That's right, Thomas. You always want to make sure that you layer up because you can always take them off. You can't always add them on. All right, you guys, if you don't know everybody in the stream, make sure that you're getting that done. Visit each other up and down the line there and support one another. Let's get some growth going here. Hey, Sue, you still out there? Look at this. Check this out, sweetie. Huh? What do you think? That's almost as big as my screen. Holy cow. My boy got that for me. It's got a 90-degree back on it right there. I'm pretty sure that I can use that on my ferro rod. Homemade hand warmers. How'd you make homemade ones? Tell us how you did it. Yeah, I think I saw that, Sue. I have a hard time making that char cloth too. I suppose I would be good at it if I had tried it more often, but I'm a busy guy. I try to stay busy. You might be able to. You make small pouches, and then you put rice in them, and then you nuke them. Is that what you're saying? Kinjal, I live in the U.S. I am right smack dab in the middle of the country. You can also boil them. If you boil them, the rice cooks. Nice to meet you too, Kinjal. We meet here every Wednesday if you want to come back. Yeah, I got a good question for you guys. Since we're talking about what ifs, let's talk about communication. Who all's got communication devices for when shit hits the fan? They stay warm longer. I would think the rice would cook. You actually have to bring your water to a boil to cook rice, so think about that. Oh, I was going to tell you guys, I'm trying to read it. It says on the knife, it's etched in there, it says breakup country. So I'm thinking it's mossy oak. because it's got the mossy oak emblem on the front of it with it. Here, I'll show it to you. Maybe you guys can see it. Maybe you can't. I'll try to hold it where you can see it. Let's see. Right there. Can you guys see it right there? Actually, I'm thinking about getting my ham license backwoods. I I just bought some Baofangs, or however you pronounce that, but I want to get my ham license so I can use the darn things for that without getting in too much trouble. I'm thinking about being able to transmit on them. A lot of people use them just for communication, like walkie-talkies or whatever. But I actually am thinking about getting the ham license so that I can use the Baofeng as a ham radio. That way, you would be able to check farther along the line to see where it's safe and where it's not safe. I don't know if you guys know Mike from over there at Walker Outdoors, but he just got his ham license. He said it only cost him a few bucks. So I was actually thinking about doing it. Yeah, that's what Walker Outdoors said. He just got the first level, and that gives him enough to do legally where he can talk all the way across the nation. He tried to explain it to me, but he talks gazillion miles an hour. I can't remember the tech level is just the first part. You can get the master level too, but I don't think I would need that. So, but at least if you had that tech level, you could at least talk and hit repeaters till you could get somewhere all the way across. Yeah, I think that's what he said, 15 or 20 bucks. I'm gonna look into it. I really am interested in that. Can't be that hard of a test. Memorizing a few things, that should be it. He said he got a 95 on his, so can't be too darn hard. I think he said there was 120 questions. That's why I'm asking everybody who's got communication. I mean, even if it's just a walkie-talkie so that you can talk 10 miles or so, that's better than not having anything, because your cell phone probably is not going to be efficient if they work at all, depending on what kind of attack it is. As for the book study, I don't know about that. Old man, I think he said it was $15 to take the test. I know that if you guys know Capper Outdoors, he's got his as well. I just think it would be a good thing to have just in case. It never hurt. Yeah, I hear that, Sue. I did too. When I went to college years ago, I used to use my CB to watch out for them 18 wheelers. Yeah, there's a lot of things that used to be free, old man. Now not so much. Everybody wants something. Walker, he's going all the way out. I guess he got him a tower and everything. He got the tower and the base station. How about you, Virginia? You got any forms of communication? I know when I had my CB, my handle was Wild Indian. That should tell you something about me when I was younger. Walkie talkies are pretty good, better than nothing. How about you, Kaylin? I know I saw some just, I think Cobra walkie talkies the other day. They were like uh, $50. Cobra is a pretty good brand. Sally G. Some of these folks in here probably aren't old enough to have had CB handles. That was the thing back in our day, huh, Sue? CBs probably will come back in if we ever have a SH. It was fun. We used to have cat and mouse thing. We'd use the meters on the CB to find each other. It was called cat and mouse. You watch a show about CBs? What do you mean you were little? You're little now. Just giving you a hard time. More chocolate. I gotta get rid of it. Yep, exactly. They didn't have cell phones back in them days. Well, not very many people in here have communication devices then. Well, I thought Walker was gonna come. He told me he was. I have to give him heck again. You still here, Sky? Hum. What do you want me to hum? Short range radios. So what's that, walkie talkies then? I thought you wanted me to hum. I was gonna say no. I can't carry a tune. You know, when they did that purge a while back, I think that they ran that purge longer than they said they were. Because I lost 10 or 15 2 days they said they were going to do it. And then the next day I lost 10 more. So I think they did it for 3 days instead of two. GMRs, GMRS. Don't believe I know what that is, Backwood. Slept too many nights. I know that those letters look familiar, but I think I've just slept too many nights. What are you proud of there, kid? All right, that is something to be proud about, saving money. Just keep doing it the same way you've been doing it. You'll have some before you know it, a big pile of it. Do it before you get married because it gets harder after that. Man, they're starting early this morning, huh? Did he stay long enough to get a view out of him, you think? I think all they gotta do is step in the room and they count. Eh, oh, is that something for like a handheld then backwards? Would that be like, I think the first cell phone I had looked like one of those army walkie-talkies that they used back in World War One and Two. That's what my first cell phone looked like. So if it's similar to a ham, wouldn't you have to, would it still be like a base station then? The brick. Yes, I do. It looked, it was huge anyway. Looked just like a walkie-talkie that they used in the World Wars, the early World Wars. So they're handhelds. So do they have like a name, brand name that we call them by? Just, or are they just called the GMRS? So that would be like a shoot. I'm trying to think. It would be like a phone on your in your car, or would it be like a CB in your car? Are those the big antennas that go straight up and then go off at angles like this? I just don't know about communications as well as I should. GMRS. Midland makes some. Oh, maybe that's where I saw those before. GMRS. Come on. Oh, I see. I'm seeing them now. GMRS, something like. See if you guys can see that. Can you guys see those? I'll try to hold it a little closer. See that base station right there? Looks like a base station right here. Yeah, the mobiles, it looks like are, this one here is a mobile. It's 54 bucks. That's GMRS. Oh, I have plenty of lights. So are those short range ones then? It'd be just like a ham radio, only shorter range. I might buy one of those. Can you get the whip antenna for those too? If you had a whip antenna, would you be able to reach farther? I don't. It's sort of like a bail thing there. They call it a B-Tech GMRS V1. Says it's repeater capable with a dual band. Also has a scanning receiver. Well, those would be good enough if you had like a small group then. If you had your own group and you were huddled up, then you could use it for like the scouts and stuff like that, right? Well, now you're gonna make me think. Which one do you think I should get then? The Baofeng, which reaches farther, or GMRS? One cast, one fish. Good morning. Glad to see that you dropped by. I see you made it through the holiday Christmas time there, one fish. Lunchtime, what are we having? Yeah, the Cobra walkie-talkie goes about 10 miles, or so it says on the box anyway. Says they'll go about 10 miles. I'm about ready for the new year to come in, and then we can just forget about it for another year. Okay. So all you gotta do is just kick out the cash for it, huh? Well, I think I'll get a GMRS then. Heck, that's probably all you really need. You're gonna be in a small group of people. Hopefully, you have your group put together by the time something bad happens. But yeah, really, you really just need the GMRS because you'd be communicating with maybe your forward scouts and stuff like that. And by the time SHTF happened, wouldn't matter if you had a license or not. We're talking about radios. Shoot, we talked about a lot of stuff here this morning. Radios, what you would do in a nuclear attack, what would be the first thing you did. We've just had lots of discussions here this morning. Yeah, that's about right, Backwoods. Never happens in the real world. That's why I said if we were to have a situation where we were at war with another country or something, it probably wouldn't matter if you had a license or not. They're not going to have time to check on you. Not every single person. Oh, you have a VHF on your boat? Yeah, we're talking about handhelds and base stations, about what you would need in an SHTF situation. You have a 503 Tiger Strike? Oh, man. Lucky dog. I have seen those. Yep, VHF, yep. Marine bands. Those would come in handy also on a SHTF. I mean, there are going to be people traveling all kinds of ways. Oh, there he is. Are you just coming back, Gray, or have you just been listening? I haven't seen Gray Man around. I hope he had a good holiday. $240 for a knife? Come on. If I lost that knife, I would be pissed. Excuse my French. Yes, sir. I know you would, old man. I'd be saying prayers for you. And I'm thinking that up in that area is probably going to be one of the spots they hit. If they're really going to be nuking us, pretty sure Seattle and the Bremerton area are going to be nuked out. Yeah, backwoods. I got a hold of him yesterday of myself. I was kind of getting concerned with him, with not hearing from him. He's just having some problems. He's going to go see a neurologist this week, so I'm hoping that that guy can give him some relief. Just start stacking the beer cans up on the wall, huh, Thomas? What do they say? 99 cans of beer on the wall. 99 cans of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Is that the song you're thinking about? Yep, they would be right there. One of the nukes would right there at the naval station in Bremerton. Even that one up there by Paulsbo. They have that sub base up there. Uncle, I was wondering if you were going to come see me today. How are you this morning? Amber, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Used to be the song of my life, Thomas. Hey, Uncle Al, did you see I put that end card on my video for you yesterday? You're getting sick, Amber? Oh no. Hey, we gotta get you up, Pat. You're stuck. You're in a lull there, Uncle. We gotta fix that. We've got to get you going a little bit. We got to get you out of that dead spot. Oh, you only drink Coors Light? Well, that means you're not going to gain any weight then, right? Uncle has died bullfrog, Amber. Die bullfrog, he goes by Uncle Al. He's AKA. Coming out of the woodwork, guys. That's why I got so many wrenches in here to make sure those guys don't get through the cracks. And I'm thinking I'm gonna make you a wrench too, Thomas. If you don't mind. I can do it right quick here. Yeah, do it like this. This will be easier. Hold on, Thomas. There you go. Gotcha. You will be good to go now, Thomas. So what, you drink light beer when you're not fat, are you? When you drink light beer, that keeps your waist lean and trim. I gotta do this all over again. So I'm glad to see everybody got through the holidays. Oh, there. Still there. Yeah, you got lucky. Well, 280's not too bad. How tall are you? Oh, I should give him, yeah. I absolutely should. You're right. Hold on, I'll get him right now. Well, I've got the laptop open. Where'd he go? I don't think he's in here, is he? Are you still here, Gray? He is a good supporter. Trying to find him here. He might have left. Don't see him up there on the list anymore. I check this way. Participants. Yeah, he left. Remind me next time for sure. I'll get him. If I don't pop that chat out, I can't see what you guys are saying. I'm old. 5'10". Well, 5'10", you're not too bad. I weigh more than that, and I'm 5'10". You slept all day Christmas, Amber? I gotta write Gray's name down. By the time I do this again, he'll be on the list. Make myself a note. I can do it in the settings after I'm done here. Knuckle dragger. I used to be 6'2", but working on concrete floors my whole life, or sitting on heavy equipment, kind of compounded my vertebrae, made me shorter. Or that's what the doctor said anyway. Oh, you are here. Hold on, Gray. I'm gonna make you a mod, buddy. Now that you're back. I couldn't see you on the list. Hold on. Ah, come on. There you are, right there. There we go. Gotcha. NYZ, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Welcome to Wednesday's live stream. Hope you had a great holiday. It's not Merry Christmas anymore, NYZ. Now it's Happy New Year. The old English rack? What are you talking about? Am I missing something again? I was busy, you know. You're welcome, Gray. You're in here all the time. You deserve it, buddy. Good supporters. Supporters get rewarded. Now, if I could just do it on the run, this thing won't let me do it on the run. Used to be able to let me, but don't work anymore. All right, what'd you get? I want to know, what'd you get? What'd you get? Yeah, it's dangerous for me too. Thank God I have to drive. I have to drive about 78 miles to get to my Tandy. Old English rack, now I get it. Half rack. I've tried it backwoods. I don't really like it. I still have it installed, but I don't use it much. I don't like it. It taught me a lot of stuff though. I use a lot of the stuff it uses just in my everyday editing. That's right, you guys. If you don't know each other, make sure that you're going up and down the line and getting to know each other. Support is support and support. That's what it's all about, growth. Oh, okay. Leather paint, yeah. You talk about the Kova colors. You got your regular burnishing tool, right? Oh, you have to get the paid version. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'll check into it again. I'm like I said, I'm coming out of the gate running in 2019, so I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Good, good, Amber. You keep coming. We keep having people in here on Saturday too, so don't forget to come back on Saturdays. Let me read the new schedule. We got some new folks in here. My 2019 schedule is going to look like this, you guys. On Tuesday, we're still going to be doing the story time. I'll have some sort of apocalyptic story to be telling you guys. There's plenty of them out there, trust me. And then Wednesday, we're going to have this here coffee chat where we talk about whatever the chat wants to talk about. Hey, cute baby, how you doing? And then Thursdays, I'm going to start a networking and growth live stream so that we can try to get everybody to grow and network together and talk about what other people do to change things up on their channels and stuff just so that they can grow themselves. And then on Friday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hangout. I'll be on Google Hangouts. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bring panels up and we're going to spend that day talking about prepping and how we're going to prepare for anything that may happen in your area, not just end of the world things, but real life SHTFs like tornadoes or earthquakes or fires or things like that. And then Saturday we'll have our regular live stream with the drawing. And the thing for the drawing is if you're here on Wednesday and you get your name written down for the drawing, then you need to be there on Saturday. Because if you're not there on Saturday and your name's drawn, we will draw another name till somebody's there. And then Sunday I take off, and I have done this for about almost a year now. I take Sunday off of posting videos or doing live streams. And that's so that I can spend that day watching my subscribers' videos and hitting some live streams that they put together and stuff, showing my support back to you guys. So that's sort of what it's going to be like for 2019. I'm going to be a busy guy. I'm going to invite you guys to come along with me for the ride. It's going to be pretty fun, I think. I'm glad you're feeling lucky because you're in it. You better be there Saturday if you want to win. Better see where I left off here. Yep, I got NYZ. Cute baby, I don't. Yep, backwoods, he got lucky. I'm going to try to get that in the mail at the end of the week for you, backwoods. Well, I am going to sit here and watch the ticker parade on TV NYZ, and then at midnight, my son will probably go out front and shoot off some good fireworks. He saved some over just for New Year's. Speak of the devil, say hi, Dustin.
Hello.
Now, she's coming along pretty good, too, backwoods. I like watching other people do it instead of me, because when you're doing it, you're paying too much attention to what you're doing. He was just passing through. He lives downstairs in the basement, so he's in college. He kind of doesn't come up too much. All right, I'll be there, backwoods. Great idea being there into the new year. That's a good idea. All right, NYZ, thanks for coming in. Remember, you're in the drawing for Saturday. Be there. I draw usually about halfway through the stream. Maybe a little past halfway, but usually it's right in there. So if you're a little late, that'd be okay, but I wouldn't drag my feet. Uncle Al, you know what? I saw that stinking patch on your eye again. How come? I start the stream on Saturdays at 8 o'clock, and that's Central Time. Also, if you guys haven't gotten over there to the 2K push, I posted the playlist right on my front page, on my home page, so you guys can find it easier. and just click on it and find one of those videos inside there that tells you what the rules are for it and get in on that drawing. I got some cool stuff I'm giving away. That's right, Backwoods starts at 8 p.m. on Eastern Time, so you guys on Mondays get over there and see Backwoods Rays. They do several live streams a week. It's the Prepper X group or X Nation, whatever you want to call it. It's actually all in the same, so get over there and check those guys out. I give you the plug, I don't care. You can plug yourself. You can self promote in here. That's how you're gonna grow. You have to promote others and yourself. Oh, the eye meds. You got some more meds in there. I sure hope you get to feeling better. I'm still got you on my prayer list, Uncle. But we were talking earlier. The way things are going in our nation right now. You should at least be preparing by stockpiling some food, you guys. It don't matter, Backwoods. I am one of those guys, when I was younger, I probably would have got bent out of shape, but the older you get, the easier you are to get along with people. So if you need to let people know what's going on, you just go right ahead and do it. You have my permission. The radio thing, hey, I didn't know as much as you. That's why I asked you about it. I'd rather somebody give them accurate information instead of something I don't really know that much about. I'd rather someone else share the information if they're good at it. Oh, you finally got the little woman talked into it, huh? Good job. It's always easier if you can get the people that are with you in your life to do the same things you do. I finally have my girlfriend on board. It took a couple of years, but she finally got on board with it. She doesn't think it's just all back hogwash. Yes, I've been watching that stock market like an eagle. I don't have a whole lot of money in there. I play the penny stocks, but still, it's a scary thing. So that's why I say we live in scary times right now. Anybody that isn't preparing for some sort of ordeal is just fooling themselves, actually. That's my feelings. My opinion, I'm sticking to it. Keep your eye on that stock market for sure. It's going to crash. I have a feeling. Uh, you know, in the election, we were voting for a change, but I'm not thinking I was voting for this change. Sorry, guys. Actually, Backwoods, when I start the panel, I'd kind of like to have you come up on it with me one of those days that we do it. Like you said, I don't want to step on toes, but I might need your expertise. outside. Hello. Welcome to our Wednesday morning stream. I see that you're new to the stream, huh? Or are you just a second channel? If I wasn't the host, I'd already be in here twice. One with this channel name, and the other one with my other channel name. Yeah, I'm still making the plans for it, but I would appreciate it. I'll try to give you plenty of notice. New, okay. Well, you're more than welcome. What we do, tell you what I do on Wednesdays. If you're here on Wednesdays, I write your name down on a list right down here. Then I do a live stream on Saturdays, which starts at 8 o'clock Central Time. And if you're in that stream and your name is called, you will win a gift. So you're in on Wednesday here. So Saturday, if you're not busy, come to the stream and see if your name's pulled out. And if you're so new here, make sure you check out the people in the stream. They are all good people. They all support you if you support them back. Some of my chocolate's trying to get away. All right, I'll write that down right now so I don't forget on my list, my to-do list. Got it. There you go, Amber. You tell them, okay? It should be popsicle time, but I'm fresh out. Hey, how you doing, Night Shame? Welcome, my brother. Good to see you. You guys, Night Shame is good people, guys. If you don't know him, make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's a gamer, but he talks while he's gaming. Very nice young man. Get over there and check him out. Some lunch. There you go. Not a problem, buddy. You know, you're my brother. Very nice young man, you guys. If you're not supporting him, please do that for me. How do you like Oregon? You just moved there, right, Night Shame? Probably a big difference from Cali. Yes, Oregon is a very nice place. I used to live in Washington State, and I used to have a friend. My best friend moved to Oregon, so I would go down and visit him on a regular basis. Oregon's a very nice country, especially out on the coast. Oh yeah, I did need to give you that shout out. I do that for people that support me. That's what it's all about. Oh yeah, yeah. A little bit more moisture there where you're at, huh? Oregon's really nice. Where are you located at outside? State wise, you don't have to give us a geographical point. Lancaster, Ohio. Hey, you're not too far from me. Selma, Alabama. That's where they had the riots, isn't it? Selma? All right, Nightshame, you be cool, my friend. I'll see you out there on the tube, okay? Oh my goodness, we've been here a long time. I'm gonna take off, you guys. I got stuff to do. All right, you guys, I'm gonna head out. I want to thank all of you guys for coming. We got a pretty big list here. I hope you all show up on Saturday. Try to get your name drawn. Be 8 o'clock Central for those of you that don't know. I'm in Nebraska outside, actually. I'm south of where you're at. Southeast, I guess. Same to you, Backwoods. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot for coming, okay? I'll see you guys out there before Saturday. You guys be good to one another, and I'll see you next time.